like we gotta do this. Yeah. Let's get it on.
Get your gear and prepare for war. Niggas running their jaws, heads ain't ready at all.
Get your ammo and stand strong. The enemy's in your heart, you ain't gotta look far.
Get it on.
Get your gear and prepare for war. Let's niggas running their jaw, heads ain't ready yet.
Let's get it on.
Get your gear and prepare for war. Niggas running their jaws, heads ain't ready yet.
Let's get it on.
Get your gear and prepare for war.
Let's get it on.
Get your gear.
Let's get it on.
Get your gear and prepare for.
Let's get it on.
Get your gear and prepare for war. Niggas running their jaws, heads ain't ready at all.
Let's get it.
Get your ammo and stand strong. The enemy's in your heart, you ain't gotta look far.
Get it on.
Get your gear and prepare for war. Niggas running their jaw, heads ain't ready at all.
Get your ammo and stand strong. The revolution ain't televised. They screaming die.
The BX Boys.
Crazy.
Fresh up off the flight, no luggage. Your boy rugged, the women love it. Jump right in the butter soft. I pull it up as we pulling off. She happy that I'm back, I see it in her face. She a reflection of me, so I keep a lace. His and hers timepieces rocked out. It's been a little minute since we popped out. Sun glistening off her tan skin. Exotic smoke blending in with the wind. Top down, doing 25 on Ocean Drive. Thank God, what a time to be alive. Me and more, it's she that I adore. Got a check and blew it in the Louis store. Paper planes going back and forth. Take another hit and blow the ashes off.
Floating in the breeze in the palm trees. I got her like she got me. She my number one rider. Loyal to the end, so survivor. What a time to be alive. Top down, doing 25 on Ocean Drive. Top down, doing 25 on Ocean Drive. Top down, doing 25 on Ocean Drive.
Businessman, I don't waste time. But when you miss your man, we can FaceTime. Overseas trips crossing different state lines. Trying to make living is a straight crime. No kisses in this house, we smoky con. She pussy whip, I'm shotgun, whatever road we on. Sharp dressing, rough around the edges. I break it down, she roll it up, we elevate together. We share a partnership, we making ends. Don't need to purchase gym to make amends. CEO, president, yeah, she made me him. Put in time so much more than a lady friend. Writing rhymes, poolside when the day begin. Smoking ziggy, getting tipsy off of shots of hen. Paper planes going back and forth. Take another hit.
Yo, by myself, H.O.J., even when I'm by myself. Little brother, even when I'm by myself. Foreign exchange, even when I'm by myself. Zoe and Tigolo, even when I'm by myself. Justice League, even when I'm by myself. Font. Y'all know what time it is, And justice for all. Little brother, it's that time again. Time to get loose, time to give it to him. We gon' keep doing our thing, get it right to the people. Yeah, let's get it going, Yo. Get a drummer some, pipe down, get a plumber some. You were checking out the #1 assassinator of lame ducks. Spun Tigger got the game tucked like a cummerbund. Young C, we got another one, giving these niggas another run for they money. The crap table when them dice get hot. Fonte, the short shot you put your money on. People wanna ask Tay, why you so mad? I say it's cause comfortable niggas like you ain't mad enough. The war for our minds just intensified. We got bigger fish to fry, niggas, so batter up. We on the battlefield with the monsters, man. Pretty soon your own thoughts gonna be contraband. They can harass, arrest, abuse, and try to knock us, but as long as we got breath, man, they can't stop us.
The BX Boys.
See me on the block with the chromed out drop, lambskin head to toe, busting out my halter top, tight whipping through the hood, blow up the whole spot with the system. TV for mine.
Listen. We got some news today. We're in a no spill zone. So cover your cups.
Don't get it twisted.
If you mess up, you're gonna come back next week with a sippy cup. So understand that, brother.
Matter of fact, you might not come back next week because the boss has spoken.
And he didn't even say it on the mic.
That's right. He kept that behind closed.
Word up. Well, hold up. No homo, right?
Here we go. We just had this conversation upstate last week.
You know what? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you. I had to come over here and pat up the seat a little bit because it said OG. I saw gray hairs and all that.
You had to dust it off.
Like, chilling. I was like, whoa.
That's all right. That's all right.
Look, yo, D, I was in your corner. I was like, I can't wait till my man come back.
Yeah. I heard that.
Whatever.
I heard that. Yeah,
That's
right.
okay. That's okay.
That was why the mics were mute.
That was when y'all was getting out there during the break.
Yeah.
Nope.
Wasn't
I saying I can't wait till my man come back next week?
Oh damn.
Yeah, I'm taking fun. He definitely was right.
Oh, okay.
See?
Copy that.
See, not even your boy for 180th Street didn't even say
That's
that.
why you ain't got no cup.
I already know.
But yo, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday.
Yeah, we
back.
back in full effect. What's up?
Yo, these mics sound fresh.
I actually kind of miss y'all.
Word, these mics, yeah, what you did to the mics?
Yeah, I miss you until you opened up with that garbage.
Yeah,
But I like that funky black medallion. I like that medallion.
Power to the people.
Power to the people.
That's right. All day, every day. We back. Full effect. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do some work.
All right. Let's tell everybody who we are, I guess.
Don't you
You
start
ready?
it?
Hello.
Yeah, see, he forgot.
Oh, is this my
He forgot.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is my seat.
You know what? Then I'll start. I'll start it.
I just had to put that out
new
there.
directions.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. This is my seat, man.
That's your seat.
Oh, okay.
You know what?
The CEO, you second that?
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
See,
Hold on.
That's
There
okay.
you go.
That's okay.
Wow, Wonder Twin actor.
I'm gonna remember this.
So, yo, your boy is back. Darryl, a.k.a. Sneaky D, a.k.a. the light-skinned wonder of the world, a.k.a.
Nobody likes skinny rapping harder than Ice-T. You disagree, take the Tyson approach and fight me. Don't slip up or get cut. Why not, man? I'm coming for that number one spot.
Wait.
I feel shame.
Right now.
I feel shame.
You hear the VIP?
You heard my claps?
He got a cheering section. Oh, what's going on?
You heard VIP?
Thanks, babe.
Hold on. Y'all been rehearsing this for 2 weeks?
That's what
They probably got dance moves in the whole 9 yards.
As soon as it goes for the last drop, just start clapping. That's my baby.
Hey.
Oh, man. You see that, Harry?
Oh, word, Harry. That's how we doing it. So who are you?
Dope.
See, I'm just keep it simple after that. What the fuck can I say?
Just what you about to. What you about to say?
Usually I'd be like happy and shit, but fuck you now today.
That's the hater that I know.
You come with a clapping section. That's some bullshit. Next time when I speak, I'm gonna speak for you.
No, okay.
This is Chris Ali.
He got a voice standing.
Oh, word? He got
A voice standing.
A voice stunt double.
Yeah, take my hat off for that one.
Yeah. Oh, it lit up in there.
So who are you?
I am Chris Ali. I am also known as the AKA CEO, and I'm.
It was good.
Hey. They already gave you the job, B.
Fred,
I'm just sitting back here. It's like,
he could cut the extra stuff out, right? He could cut the extra stuff out.
He got scratching a little bit. You got scratching on mine? You my man.
He gives you the extended version.
No, he
exactly.
Yes, he does.
I didn't hear a remix in a while.
That might be there.
Fred.
So, matter of fact,
You saw that right there?
who is this guy? Who is this guy supplying the music today?
This is Chief Rocker, a.k.a. Mr. Ooey, a.k.a. A Crane Pool.
He said,
That's like
Dean today.
"Ooh, wee."
That was the yikes.
Uh-oh. This guy in the blue over there on the side, we're going to go there first, then we're going to come back to that guy over there. So the guy in the blue, who's this guy in the blue?
Damn, wait a minute.
grumpy.
Oh, now I gotta be grumpy. All right, whatever. Yo, it's Super Dave, aka I'll be back, aka what's the number, aka Detective Inspector Silver Fox, aka
Move operator.
I don't know, Fred. We gonna see if you got a scratch coming.
I better have a damn remix.
whoa. See, now you really not getting the cup.
You ain't getting my
I ain't
cup.
getting no scratch. I got
He started it off.
What happened?
He gave you a
He started off with the scratch.
You get a spin off.
He gave you a scratch in the fade. You got a good one.
What
Scratch.
I wanted to scratch the end.
Scratch
Man. I wanted
and
to
a
scratch
fade with a shaper.
Well, right now,
Watch his energy. I'm about to get
right now, yo, check this out. Right now, we about to go to the island.
Yeah, we're going to
Yes, y'all.
Where we going? Who this
Oh,
guy?
wait, no, not the island. Oh, yeah, that island.
That island.
Yeah, that island.
Yeah, we on this island.
that island stands alone.
Right.
It's different. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your
Our
boy
51st
Hero,
state.
a.k.a. Hero Manson, a.k.a. your favorite Puerto Rican, a.k.a. Louis Armstrong, a.k.a. Bobby and Whitney before the white, a.k.a.
Why do you smoke weed and drink it? I gotta observe everybody real quick.
So who's the guy on his own island in the gray?
Energy right now. You already know who it is. It's your angry friend now. We give angry friend.
Angry friend.
You already know who it is. It's your boy FL Adore. Before there's many after him, there'll be none. AKA your girlfriend favorite. AKA Brownwater Gang is always in effect. AKA I'm watching you suckers.
The champ is here.
My shit
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Hold up. Let's bring that back.
He scratched it.
Hold
he
on.
scratched it for you.
AKA, get it ready, AKA.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Grandstanding. He grandstanding. That's all right.
That sound right.
The champ is here.
Hey.
The champ is here.
Bring it down.
Okay.
Wait.
Double alley.
Fred. His cheering section was just cheering for you.
I appreciate
I
that.
heard
though.
that. I heard that.
VIP is
It's all love.
He gets a little help.
Anybody who's cheer. Oh, wait a. Oh, tell you hear this?
He gets a little help.
Guess what, Dave? And I sat there. I bashed you last week and say, "Oh, Darryl gonna get you when you get back, right?" I take it back. You did a great job.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Love you.
Don't try to hurt my feelings. Go sit there and say, "Oh, everybody needs a little help."
I didn't say that.
What you said there? I'm sorry.
I said he gets a little help.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I apologize. Sorry, Dave. Back in the same.
Hold on, Dave. You know what to say on that one.
F you, Fred. Like F you, D.L. Hughley.
No, you
F
did.
you, Fred.
You did good.
All right.
He rehearsed the second time,
So
Chris.
we're gonna come in
anyway.
and then we're gonna do the I-axis. How you want to
Drop it real quick.
Drop the I-axis real quick. All right, y'all hearing us on Violators Radio Show. Like my man Super Dave say, the Violators Unlimited Variety Show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we on iAccess Radio. That's www.iaccessradio.com, www.iaxisradio.com. Log in and tune in because we are live, not now.
Right now.
That's right. For some strange reason, you want to check us out and you know you want to look at us. But since your boyfriends don't want y'all to look at us like that because we are kind of sexy. Y'all can listen to us. Listen to the voices on Free Agent Radio. You just download the TuneIn app. You download the TuneIn app.
I think that's a challenge.
The Al challenge.
And you go to Free Agent Radio. That's FREEAGENTRADIO. That's how you do it all day, every day.
He said, Daryl, you're not ready.
It sounds like you did that. Oh, don't worry, he coming on. He gonna get on. Don't worry, Big Al's coming. We actually gonna put some music on when he do it.
You know me. Next week, me and Thursday, me and my twinning over here. Me and Al's twinning next week on Thursday.
I know.
Well,
Share our same birthday.
You know, y'all can check us out Facebook Live, YouTube. You know, if for some reason you got Alexa, you just gotta say, Alexa, go to iAccess Radio so we can hear the Violators Radio Show.
Yes,
and that's
Daryl.
super dope.
That's fire. What else, though? Something else.
Periscope.
Yeah, Periscope.
Something else.
What else?
YouTube Live.
I said YouTube.
You did say that?
Yeah.
All social media.
Facebook.
But something
All
else.
social medias we hitting.
One more thing.
No, I think I basically hit everything.
We everywhere.
And then for some reason, if you just want to call in, you can do that. Can you call in?
Oh, shit.
Got you.
Are you on the air? Are you on the air?
Caught you off guard.
Can you call in?
Keep taking days off. Keep taking days off.
Ask yourself, punk, do you feel lucky? The number is 347-708-0216. 347-708-0216.
In Espanol.
347-708-0216.
Uno más.
347-708-0216. Llámenos ahora.
We found this Puerto Rican at.
I was in front of the bodega playing dominoes, drinking a Budweiser.
Look, when you winning, under a palm tree in San Juan. So you ain't got no color, right?
None. And we are official tissue, right, Dave?
Yes, we are official tissue.
We official tissue.
Yes, sir.
So what are those? What is it? What
You
is
sound
it?
like Ali.
You are listening.
What is it?
Right?
You trying to sound like the Godfather?
No. That was Dirty Harry, yo. That was Dirty Harry. The hell with all y'all. Anyway.
Whatever it was, it's dirty something.
It's just dirty.
Let's keep it off of Harry.
Oh, Dirty Gray. Wow. Yeah, his is dirty. Mine is sparkly white. But anyway. You are listening to the sounds of the Violators Unlimited Variety Show on WIAXDB. WIAXDB in the Bronx.
In Espanol.
Escúchanos a nosotros en WIAX, the Bronx, WIAXDB. Let's go,
Cheech and Chong over there, huh?
So then we did everything. We official.
No, not yet, because this is the hip hop 40th year anniversary.
46,
right?
Yeah.
46. But I remember back in the days, like it was a certain dude who used to get up on the stage, especially in Bronx River projects.
Right.
He used to go up on the stage and just start moving. And
In the center.
In the center.
Right.
Or sometime in the summertime, he'd be outside
On
the
that
stage
outside.
And Cash used to wonder how he could move his body like that. Like he just started moving and just grooving. And he had all the little kids trying to mark him while he was doing it.
Right.
So we have that gentleman.
You
here
have that
today.
dude here?
We have him
He's
here
here?
today.
Yes, sir.
Can't you just feel the
wave?
The wave.
Oh, can't you just feel
I feel the wave.
Can't
He
you-
rolled in on the wave.
Wait.
Plug.
Go to work. So without no further ado, the man that's here is a legend, an icon. Mr. Wave is in the building.
Welcome him.
Yeah.
What up, radio? How y'all doing?
What up, fam?
I can't complain, man. Where's my blue cup?
You need a blue cup?
I feel like a prisoner, especially with the chair. I want a chair that swivels. I want to be like y'all.
You gotta come on this side.
I know. I done peeped that.
In the burgundy.
That's the condos. It's the projects over there.
This side.
Well, we project hoes.
I'm still in the lobby.
Fit right in.
We in the lobby.
You fit right in. So what's going on,
fam?
bro?
Man, I can't complain. Been doing a lot of things, So my Beach Street days. I've been moving forward since then.
Right.
Trying to reach back out. Help the kids in the inner cities in the neighborhood. Started a foundation called the I Am That Kid Foundation.
Okay.
Because we are those kids.
Yes.
So we go into schools and we try to teach teachers to be more patient with our kids. Stop misdiagnosing them and understand that we all have personal issues of our own at home. So with that coupled with my documentary that's on Amazon.
Okay.
And it's called Wave, a True Story in Hip Hop. I don't just talk about all of my glory days, all of my fame, but all of the trials and tribulations and all the crossroads I could have taken.
Right.
The fact that I go from being famous and being well off to being broke. And not having an understanding and IQ to generate money and understand what contracts mean. So I've went back and kind of reevaluated myself. So the documentary is all about, those things. And it's still got 5 stars on Amazon in 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 stars.
Oh, wow. So it's been on Amazon for 2 years?
Wave, a True Story in Hip Hop.
Whoa. And it's been on Amazon for 2 years.
5 stars.
Wow.
I tried.
like that.
And the best thing about that, I own it. Entrepreneurship.
Oh, that's what's up.
So we trying to get our my peers. And I'm the second generation. So the first generation understand that if you got no more skill left, you have nothing left. You have your story.
Right.
And you need to tell your story, but most definitely you need to own it.
Right.
So
you gotta have all the
patient.
rights.
Gotta have all the rights. My book is being written now. I'm pretty much because although I accept my glory, I accept my flaws.
Right.
So I don't have the patience to sit down and write a whole book.
Right.
So
Amen to that.
I write excerpts and I
Right.
send them to Dr. Leslie Grace, and she's the co-author with it. So I give her my emotion, my information, and my stories, and we're gonna put that on paperback.
Okay.
Every release in May.
She helps expand.
She expands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I rely on her.
Nice.
It's okay.
How long you been working with her?
I've been working with her. She was just a few weeks. It was Rhonda Supreme introduced us. I was up in Connecticut doing a show with a bunch of us. It was like at the mayor's in the building for kids, and Rhonda brought her up, and it was Dr. Dre, a bunch of us up there, Raheem, just trying to get back, just trying to get back. We do it annually. And then she introduced me to her, and then I'm the kind of brother, because I come from the streets, everything in my life has been off instinct. And when I met Miss Grace, it was just instantaneously, I said, you know what, I need you to do something for me. I need you to write my story. I've had a lot of offers, just like my documentary, I had a lot of offers, but all offers aren't good offers. That's
true.
where we've been failing at.
Right.
So she's
Because we
definitely
always jump at that first one, thinking it's the great one.
She's a prize. She has a couple of books of her own. She's doing one now on finance.
Nice.
Okay.
She's a doctorate. So I'm very impressed with her so far. I could tell you how the book starts if you got a couple of seconds.
Oh,
of course.
This you got the mic.
This is your mic right now.
The book starts with me just throwing up a bunch of money that I got, and because my first show ever was to dance for the president, Catherine Dunham, at Kennedy Center Honors, straight from the Bronx to the White House. And to get that first $500 advance and get in that hotel room, I ain't never been in a hotel coming out of the project.
Right.
Wait.
That money up.
Wait. You got to say the year, because people got to understand how much money $500 was in that time frame.
1984.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Rich. Pause. 1984.
Yeah.
$500 was like, I would say, Back then,
$10,000.
$500, like about 10,000. You're right, about 10,000 now.
And that was the advance. You know, so you know.
Well, for somebody who like Wave says, for us who came out the project, $500 was like,
come on,
that was some big money, and everything is on, because I know the hotel they paid for it,
they paid for everything.
The food they paid for it, and then they gave you allotment to eat money.
Yeah,
so
per diem,
right?
Yeah.
So you got the per diem, you got the 500 advance, and the hotel room. Yo, we like I could just sit in my bed. I know.
Yeah.
Did you put on the robe?
Actually, I thought about putting on a robe forever, like taking it home. You know, it was a nice fluffy robe right down the street from the White House. But you know, but most of all, what that did for me was a shock. It was just like an eggs and hot eggs and water. You know, boiling eggs in water. So what it gave me is insight. It allowed me to step out of body because I never thought it would go this far.
Right.
So with me being in that scenario and in that scenery, I was a bit nervous. My first show ever. I mean, I danced at Claremont Center and been to Bronx River and all those things. But to get up there in front of 10,000 people and you got dignitaries up there, Baryshnikov, and then trying to perform and be perfect about it, I had to realize that I needed to not deal with the crowd, but to deal with just one person.
Right.
And I danced for one person that day. So all my career, I've been dancing for one person.
Right. Can you tell people who Baryshnikov is?
Baryshnikov was one of the famous, forgive me, Caucasian dancers from out of Europe. He was a dance extraordinaire.
Right.
A couple with Catherine Dunham, who was also a famous teacher. So they are, to be there, and Gene Kelly was also there, if I remember correctly, to be in that presence with that kind of audience, and they went ballistic. It was not just me, it was 26 of us. So a lot of people don't know Fable was there, Mr. Wiggles was there. It was a lot of us there that's in the game now, still in the game, that was there. And a lot of us, some of us moved on to become rappers. You know, Keith. You know, Keith was there. You know,
Keith, he's a rapper now?
Yeah.
So Keith who?
You tell me, riddle me that. I don't know. Who's Keith? Can you tell me? Yeah. Cool Keith.
Ultramagnetic.
Ultramagnetic. He was a b-boy first. Yeah, but you know, there was a lot of b-boys first.
Right.
Melly Mel, Tila Rock, Special K, I can go on and on and on.
Oh, yeah,
they all were b-boys. Pow Wow, one of the first b-boys. You know, before the MC,
right,
there was the DJ and the
b-boys. Exactly.
And we are, as Michael Holman said, my manager, we fell on the sword. We fell on the financial sword. Some of us. There's very few of us that make quite a bit of money and travel the world. But the b-boys have given up their bodies. And now it's headed to the Olympics.
Right.
So,
because you know, and the fact of that, like, I remember, like I said, back in the days with you, Crazy Legs, this yo would go everywhere, anywhere, and and if you had a cardboard box, it was on. You know, it was on until the fact that now you go to Katona Park. To this day, we don't see our b-boys. We see the Chinese b-boys, and we see the Hispanic.
They are killing
b-boys.
it right now.
That's taking over and making it like it's theirs.
But they're not taking it over. I'm just gonna be real about this. They just wanted it more.
Right.
Okay.
You know, tradition is a heavy word, and it means a ton. And when we didn't think, and we always say this, we didn't think it was going to last. What does that mean? It made us feel good. It freed us from poverty and disparity and all the things that come with it, and we gave it away.
Yeah.
You know, so they loved it so much that they flew over here. They saved their $2,000, $3,000 per plane ticket to come over here and learn some of this. And where we tried to deny the Olympics or the ability to go into the Olympics and not have it be an Olympic sport, they welcomed it. You know, and so we have to take that on the chin. Yeah.
It's, you know, and I look at even like some of us, like, as old school, especially from the Bronx, like with Jazzy, and when Jazzy felt that, oh, this wasn't going to really be that, and he moved on just because the love of him was just the DJ. It was not about the business.
Right.
It's with the DJ.
So
I was
Def
a DJ. And Def Jam became what now? You know,
because Russell had that drive.
Russell had the business mind, and Jazzy loved the music,
and he still does. But there's a back piece of that, but it's not my story to tell.
That's his story. I know.
No, not just his. There's some more story to tell about that and the Def Jam whole thing. And I reserve it because we all know each other's stories.
Right.
And so I reserved it, but you're 100% right. But it was a lot of that. It was a lot of us. It wasn't that we didn't want that piece of it. We never had it. No one ever taught us how to be businessmen.
Right.
So to sit in a room, you know, I've been working for 20 years, directing hospitals or environmental services, and I had to sit in that boardroom. You know, someone told me when I did my documentary at Cornell University, and one of the professors viewing it said to me, well, how do you, have you ever thought about taking this on a congressional level? And I said, I don't have any problem sitting down in a corporate setting with white collar, because business is white collar crime.
All day.
I said, the problem is from 9 to 5, they'll listen to me about the inner cities and what we need to do to benefit our youth and our people that are hungry. But at 7 o'clock when they're all going to that dinner, I won't be invited.
Right.
I need you guys. We need our peers. We need the radio stations. We need the professors to help us do this. And that's why I brought, you know, my man here, who Chirac introduced me to. Brilliant brother.
See, you're not just a businessman, an MC, a dancer, but you're also a very marketing person. Because I usually set that up, but you brought it in to set them up to come up to the mic.
You set that up. That was
plug. Nice plug.
You're
nice
fired.
Plug.
I didn't get mine, but bam, you know. You gotta listen. Listen now.
Yo, Ed, what happened, Ed?
Hey,
See what's up, all right?
hey, what? He said, hey.
You ain't got the band, but you know what? When something happens, you can hit them with the ooh.
Ooh.
Every
moment's a teaching moment.
That might be my fault because he ain't got a cup yet.
It's mine.
Right.
So he
So
needs
my
to
man
step
Khalib,
up.
my man Khalib has been traveling a while, and he has the Black History 101 mobile museum.
Yo,
and I'll let him.
Yeah, so the Black History 101 mobile
But
museum.
hold on. Who are you?
Khalid El Hakim, founder of the Black History 101 Mobile Museum.
Right.
A collection of over 7,000 artifacts that date from slavery to hip-hop culture, all original artifacts. I travel around the country, just got off of a 40-stop tour, going to 16 states, K through 12 schools, colleges, universities, churches, mosques, synagogues. Me and Professor Griff have been doing this since 2006, full-time. I worked in the Detroit hip-hop industry for a while. I was Proof from D12's manager up until the day he was murdered. This is my man right here from the D as well, so just honored to be here, man.
I'm honored to have you.
Welcome you here.
Yeah, we welcome you here.
Well, no, give him a proper welcome.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
Okay.
I just recently met Wave, knew the history, obviously. But we were talking yesterday about Harry Belafonte. I just want him to share one of Harry's stories, and then I want to tie that into a piece that I got with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I danced for the president, Reagan, that was my first show. On the plane coming home, my manager got a call for us to be in the movie Beat Street, to be the head Beat Street Breakers.
Right.
But Harry wanted to see us in the back room, just to see us, you know, to sanction it. So we went through the whole crowd, thousands and thousands of dancers. And remember, this is my second week in this game.
Right.
You know, I'm from the projects. I'm walking through all these people feeling like I've achieved something. Get back there with Harry. He welcomes us, open arms. He was the executive producer, so he financed it. And he grew something. And so I say he's the catalyst, because B Street took the culture, not just locally but globally.
Exactly.
You know, all over the world. They could not, at that point, they could not stop it.
Right.
And it was coupled with the movie Breaking, but B Street, the battle scene was everything. It saved the movie, as far as I'm concerned. You know, and there's a story behind that. But I said in our conversation, we had a similar conversation, but then he told me a lot about Harry that I learned. That was very interesting. So that's why this relationship works. You know, so go ahead.
Right. So Harry Belafonte is that giant in the civil rights movement that nobody talks about.
Right.
The civil rights movement had to be financed, so he took the money from the Banana Boat song, the profits from that, and gave it to King, gave it to the civil rights movement. Right. So I'm going to let you hold on to that for a moment. Just read the top of that. I know we are 40, we got to put on our glasses. But read the top.
You want me to read that there, boss?
Read the top of that.
You want me to read that, boss?
And read the year and read who it's signed by.
Okay, then this is the African American Student Foundation Incorporation.
Yes.
Here in New York, 477 Madison Avenue, New York.
In the year.
And the year is November 10th, 1959.
And who was it signed by?
Harry Belafonte, Jackie Robinson, Sidney Poitier.
Now I'm about to drop a history lesson on y'all that's about to blow your mind. Talking about influence, right? The year is 1959. These brothers used their resources, financial, their influence, and raised money to bring African students from Kenya to America. 81 students came. Guess who one of the students was?
Barack Obama.
Yes,
Father.
sir.
Who you say?
If it's
His father.
Barack Obama,
His father.
Senior.
His father.
If it wasn't for Harry
And we wouldn't have had a
Belafonte,
black
Jackie
president.
Robinson, and Sidney
Some real
Poitier,
shit.
Barack Obama wouldn't even been born.
That's crazy,
So I
man.
spent the last 28 years traveling the country finding documents similar to this. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Booker T. Washington, Frederick Douglass, Angela Davis, Huey P. Newton, 7,000 artifacts.
Beautiful stuff.
You know what's so crazy? You should send one of those to Obama.
I
say if this man didn't do this,
Right.
Or
he's
well,
giving
he
him
reads. He reads actually his Twitter. So if you tag him in his Twitter, he
Obama?
Yeah, Obama reads his Twitter.
So,
Wow,
and
himself.
not
Yeah,
to change
himself.
the subject, but when I say
Hit him
to
up
you, when I say that I
already did.
that and when I say that because dancing has given me so much, I've danced for 3 presidents. The last one being the Easter egg roll for Barack Obama,
Right.
and
Right.
Michelle gave me a letter. So I have a letter from her in the White House. So I got a letter from Reagan. So I have things that remind me of what I've done.
Right.
But this reminds me of what I'm doing. It's important that more of us do this. I don't need the platform.
Right.
I've done enough in the last 30, 35, 40 years that I'm known all over the world. The name Mr. Wave is a brand.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so I say to people, you know, if you're listening to this show, these guys are great. Just to have me here, thank you. We need a new chair though. But like a little man, you know. But really, I'm into this giving back mode and sharing the wealth of knowledge, you know.
Right.
And to tell you that I came from the Bronx, and my last grade was 7th, and I got a GED, and to make it into a 6-figure job, to just working hard, and to being in a group home, one father household, I am that kid.
Right.
We can do this.
Right.
The information that's being dispersed here just elevated all of us.
Yeah.
And it's just important.
True.
I know y'all didn't expect this when y'all come. Y'all expect me to talk about some Beach Street Break.
Nah,
the battle,
nah.
the battle was real. The battle was real.
Actually, we already see those.
We seen some of that, but when you do your homework, we get a chance to understand what you was doing out there. So
Thank you.
We know.
Yeah, we know about the history, but you got us with the sneak attack on the end. So
Yeah,
that's-
this
that's-
was a sneak attack.
So we was ready for Shah and you,
Yeah.
but our brother.
But we were
the
bringing
King-
it all together though.
Right.
So next year, the exhibit that we're taking out is all hip hop focused. So we're doing panel discussions. Me, Wave, Shaw, Griff, taking it all around the country. So be on the lookout for that.
So people that want to find out about these things, how can they do that?
Yeah, Black History 101 mobilemuseum.com, Be History 101 on the IG, or call me at 313-645-4197.
That's your real number?
And what's your name again?
Khalid El Hakim. Yeah, that's my real number.
No, I'm not saying like that. I'm just saying
That ain't the bat phone.
We keep it open, man. We make it happen.
You need to get two phones, brother.
I'm going to talk about artifacts.
Oh,
Two
we got
phones.
it.
All right. Well, do it. Say it one more time so everybody.
313-645-4197.
And all the Instagram and social
Yeah,
media.
Be History 101. That's IG. Black History 101 Mobile Museum on Facebook. BlackHistoryMobileMuseum.com website.
Wow.
And
In Espanol.
If I can ask, if I can ask a favor from you
course.
guys, allow us back with Shah.
Of course.
We'll set it up and bring her back because
That's not a favor.
She is also the co-founder of I Am That Kid Foundation. She believes what we believe in, and it's very sincere, strong, powerful black woman. You know,
Shah Rock, yeah.
and she ain't no joke.
Come on, shoot.
So when did I Am That Kid Foundation form?
2015 out of Chicago. I don't live in New York anymore. I moved out of New York because I was doing bad things.
Right.
I realized that we were not heading in the right direction, and I was definitely not heading in the right direction. So I needed an outlet. So I moved to Chicago. And when I moved, 20-something years ago, when I moved there, I got a job. And it's in the documentary, but I was 28 years old. I spent the money I had for a year sitting there playing this game called TurboGrafx. $1,100 in the system came out. I'm just wasting money. So I got a job. I had to be around people, though. And I got a job as a stock boy. $8 an hour.
Listen, that's how you start off.
Nah, $100,000 a year.
That's what I'm talking about.
My cousin, Mr. Wave.
You know, so how, anybody can do it. It's just the point.
So what you supposed to say, D?
I was going to say, so how everybody can get in contact for the information about I Am That Kid Foundation.
It's IamThatKid.org. That's there. My web is the MrWaveDance.com.
Okay.
But if you want us to show up or help out or contribute to the cause, please contact any one of us, including Shaw. We have a relationship,
right?
And that's why this show is so important. You guys are so important because that needs to get out. More people need to.
You guys are just as important as we are because without you guys, for us to get the information out, we be sitting here joking with each other.
Yeah, I love it though. Y'all some funny dudes.
Thank you. All natural, man. Thank you very much.
That's the whole thing about our show is that we have nothing scripted.
Nope.
This is all original, straight from us because we've been around each other so long that we just feed off each other.
Yeah, I love it.
And then a lot of times that one of us, two or three of us, image the person that's in front of us. So when you said about GED, I dropped out of school, got a GED. I got my master's counseling.
Wow.
I'm a school counselor. So understand you can do it, making six figures. I had to plug that shameless.
He threw it in there. He threw it in there. Counselor.
I waited for it. I waited for that though.
Look, see? Look,
we just told you. Did we just tell you?
What happened to the point?
You know what?
I have a microphone. I'm hot.
So listen. Right. So we're gonna come.
Oh no!
Right
I am not the bartender.
We're gonna come right back.
We're gonna take a quick break
and come right back.
And then once again, you tell everybody how to get in contact with you guys.
Okay.
And then we bring our next guest.
Yes, that's what we do.
All right.
That's what's up.
All right, so we be back in about
10 minutes.
Couple of seconds.
What, 5-10 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Unlimited. Every Saturday from 3 to 4 p.m. locked right here.
Hey, yo, check this out. For all the pioneers, I'm going way back.
We got the hottest DJs coming to you live.
In the mix.
From 3 to 4. Log in every Saturday on IX.
Yo, check it out.
Unlimited.
Crazy.
Yeah. Check it. Hey. Yeah. Check it. Bank accounts. Got commas. You got a nigga hard like Hammer. Take a chance, little mama. No pants. Dalai Lama. Bank accounts. Got commas. You got a nigga hard like Hammer. Take a chance, little mama. No pants. Dalai Lama. 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 No pants. Dalai Lama. Cause they be feeling my flow. When they see what I like, then it's time to go. Hello? My joint is ready to blow. In the middle of the floor like I don't know what I know. But she know that I be stacking my dough. See, the more they get hot, they wanna see what I got. But we know we can sit on the throne, we can deal it or not. How we hugging the block. See, all the men want you, that's the way that it is. But I'ma keep grinding, baby, handle my biz. And you can tell I love you by the way that we live. And just who CL is, check it.
If you're ready for this, say you're ready for this. If you're ready for this, say you're ready for this. Are you ready for this? We're ready for this. Are you ready for this? We're ready for this. What we just can't miss.
We just can't miss.
What we just can't miss.
With a beat like this.
It's the joint. We're gonna prove to the world that we're for real. We're gonna prove to everybody we know the real deal. We got golden voices and hearts of steel. Because the 5 MCs, we got the
to be real. We wanna hear the party people yell Sugar Hill. So what's the deal? Sugar Hill. So what's the deal? Sugar Hill. Ooh. That's the joint. These words we said we want y'all to hear. We're gonna make a lot of sense. We're gonna make it clear. We're gonna rock this place. We're gonna use some class. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna make it last. We got rhymes on our minds. We got rockin' in the heart. And now the things we do, you can call it ours. We're back. We're slick. We're doing it hip. We're gonna rock this record. And don't you forget. That's the joint. Because Little Ronnie C is the melody. And Keith help me rock, we're singing harmony. Because Jeff is the rhythm, and K is the bass. Shop, rock, shucking the whole darn place. And now here's a little story you got to be told. The party people in the place got a whole lot of soul. So when we're on the mic, y'all shocking the house. And when we all get together, we can turn it out. Now we're in the house, as you can plainly see. Everybody say, get funky, and make money, and you don't stop. Give it to us if you wanna know the real deal about the two. Let us tell you, we're double trouble girls, and we're doing it just for you. Now people, clap your hands, clap, just clap your hands. While you're rocking to the beat of the two, and we got the master plan. So clap your hands, young ladies, y'all ready? And fly guys, if you wanna get down with us, get up on the floor, get up, and everybody just show your stuff. Now if you don't know the real deal about the two, let us tell you, we're double trouble girls, and we're doing it just for you. So come on, cake and rock. Well, don't pause and don't you dare stop my melody. Just get on your mic, turn on your mic, get on your mic and start the hip hop. And I hear you about to see, I know a rock well got a lot of money, I got a lot of clientele, but it won't be happy most definitely till you listen to the voice of my mother about to see. And I hear KK say I'm glad to be down with the two MCs with the funk and sound. But a party's not a party, beat is not a beat until you listen to the brothers that sound so sweet. And I hear you about to see, you don't have to believe. If they don't believe you, they have to hear it to believe. The party is the joint, let me tell you again. You listen to the sound, I have no end.
All over the town. So boy, people here love the way I run my game. They can't wait to see me make the whole of fame. Visibility is my name, that's a fact. And you can't beat that with a stick for a bat. Now I walk around and slide as a beat. In the MC world, there's no better than me. Man, I'm better than Bo, bolder than bad. The best MC life ever had. When I came to Earth by the meteorite, they didn't wanna give me a try, but they heard my voice could make your dance. So they finally, baby dog, gave me a chance. Then I rocked the house so viciously. All the girls is talking about biz and beat. So get down, stop that messing around, because I'm busy is in your town. I said being an MC just wasn't my choice, but I soon found out I had to go to voice. I was too hot to handle, too cold to hold, because MC stand for like the choice.
Just clap your hands, everybody, clap your hands. Now somebody go ooh, ah. Say it again, go ooh, ah. Stay a step, y'all. We gonna rock, y'all. Party people in the house, if you're ready to rock, say AJ, everybody. Y'all, a freak, y'all. I'm gonna rock, y'all. It's so unique, y'all. Well, come on, down J, help me turn them up out. Because I seen the fine girl, baby, shiver and shake. Then I blew my horn and she turned the head. And to the younger lady, this is what I said. I said, baby. Wait.
With a dame and get it drunk, you came to get it on. More than 5 O's in your bank to get it on. Roll up like that thing, can get it on. Like to fit it on, came to get it on. Hold up, you wanna work that, twerk that. Let me in, let me hurt that, murk that. Then you gotta hurt back. Can't spit it out, boo, you gotta flirt that. Can't cut it after we doing it wasn't worth that. So we ain't responsible for bringing dirt back. Then we back, she at the bar style and she throwing it up. She drank a little hypno, throwing it up. But I'm only dealing with freaks that wanna cut mine. If you agree and want nut, can't try to get it played late night on BET Uncut.
When you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes into my head as just chit chatter. You may think it's egotistical or just very free, but what you say, I take none of it seriously. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you so. I'd let you pretend to read me, and then you'd know. Cause I hate when one attempts to analyze. In fact, I despise those who even try to look into my eyes to see what I am thinking. That dream is over, your yacht is sinking. I tell all of you, like I told all of them, what you say to me is just paper thin. Word.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Big shout out to De La
Oh,
Soul.
wee!
Big shout out to De La Soul handling business. Once again, since I get
Hey, he's trying to talk.
Once again, since I got interrupted, big shout out to De La Soul handling business with
You
Tommy
finished?
Boy.
You finished? Hey, Cream.
Wow. Oh shit, it got real.
Ed. I ain't doing it. Don't let me have to call a wife.
Oh, word.
Hold on. Time out. I hope I don't have to wear Stop Stitch t-shirt for Chris.
He said, I'm the man up in this piece, but he wasn't talking in the mic.
We gotta wear Stop
What's going on? Wow. Stop snitching.
Hold on, when you go against the top, everything drops.
Oh, what? He rhyming this week.
Yeah.
Oh, he getting cute right now. He got light skin back.
That's real talk.
That's because he got the B-boy in the building.
I gotta keep it real. Shit. That's right. It's 1984.
That's right, baby.
Al, was he quiet?
You know what Scarface said? All you got is your.
That's it.
What's that Celine Dion song? Lost Without You. Lost Without You.
Sounds like an R&B song.
Speaking of, that's coming up next.
That's coming up next. We got
So
that.
real quick, we back with Mr. Wave and Khalid. He's in the building as well.
You the sleeper today, B. I didn't even know you was deep.
That's what I do.
I like that. I appreciate that though.
Let me see this card.
We need some more. We need some more. We gonna come back. How long?
We're gonna come back with Shah and Raheem from the Furious 5.
Oh, bro, man.
Yeah, so we're gonna come back with
You
all.
know what? So this is like a big van, or is it?
No, it's just the collection itself. We go around and we just like transform a space. So it might be on the college campus, it might be in the K-12 school, library. No matter.
Because I'm looking at this and saying, like, we got a big event coming up in June. Like I do a big Father's Day event here in Pelham Bay Park.
All right.
So that we can set up a tent for you guys and have you sit there and talk about the history of this and have those artifacts there. Because I'm trying to make it a little bigger than what it always been, just about fatherhood, but just to preach about other things around it and have other vendors start to come through. So now if I could show the space that we get, and I can make it bigger than what it is.
Of course,
right.
Of course.
And that's June 15th. So if you're around that time,
that's a Saturday.
No, it's not impossible because I'm on the committee of the Hip Hop Museum that's going up in the Bronx.
Right.
Okay.
So the pop-up opens up in June across the street from the construction site.
Okay.
So with that opening up, we are putting events together because that pop-up will be up for 3 years. So it will definitely be in town. Shot Rock is on the board.
Okay, there you is.
Okay, now which one is, because you got two different hip hop museums.
This is the one that
with Rocky in them, or with
this is Rocky.
Okay.
This is the one that the city and state of New York gave $20 million to.
Right.
They're not gonna give $20 million twice.
Right.
And we'll leave it there.
This is it.
This is it. And what's funny? What was funny is that we stayed at the hotel right across the street, the Holiday Inn on 149th Street, and we went on Google, and it's already on Google app. the site. It's already on. The
Yeah,
name
yeah,
is
yeah,
on
yeah.
Google. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. Rocky's been Rocky been doing this thing. He's been out.
Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah, and he's put together a team.
Rewind. You said Holiday Inn on 149th Street?
Is it on?
Yeah. Same word.
New Holiday Inn.
All right.
Yeah. It's
Excuse
small,
me,
man.
and I
It's
love
not what I do.
No.
About the one
130
Avenue Bridge.
Second Avenue Bridge.
But a
Yeah.
bridge?
But all right, that's what's up.
135th.
Big ups to the boss.
About that OZ. But OZ.
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
Oh, God.
So the museum is real.
Right.
Chuck D he's the chairman. He just joined as the chairman.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people involved. Raheem is involved. All of us are involved. Michael Holman.
You know what, Rocky? We had two different things. You know, Rocky with Yoda.
No.
Yoda was a different.
Was on the other side.
Yoda
that
Bandcamp
Rocky-
project, yeah.
It's hip hop and something else. I can't think of it.
Hip hop,
Can't think of the name of it.
but the only one that kept going all the way through
Rocky.
was Rocky. And he showed us that when we looked at it again a year later after we brought both teams up here.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Oh, we brought both teams up here. We was like, and they said this about y'all. So,
Yeah, because you got to be clear.
So and the only person that came clear all the way through was Rocky.
And he's established MIT, YouTube, Microsoft. They're all on board.
Yeah.
The museum is going to be virtual reality. It's going to be hot.
Man, it's gonna be crazy.
I can't wait.
Yeah, for the
And
first
the fact that-
for the first pop up, we're going to go old school. So
and you
I
know-
asked Theodore last night to be the DJ. That first day.
Ooh,
And he
Grand
said yes.
Wizard.
Yes, indeed.
The Grand
Yeah.
Wizard.
Wizard
Theodore.
The fact that they, you know, even when they was doing it, Rocky came to us and LG came to us and said they wanted us to put some music for the radio station up on and stuff. So they've been doing their homework and trying to put everybody together and put it in one spot. So, you know, big shout out to Rocky doing his thing.
Yeah, Rocky, LG,
You know, Rocky.
Curtis
Sometimes
Blow.
I ain't like
Yeah,
Rocky
man.
back when
I was
we
Curtis
was kids.
last
I didn't really like Rocky when we was kids, but he always did his thing.
He's about his business.
He's about business. You know, back in the days, I was about business. We were about doing what we had to do.
Right. That was a different business.
Allegedly.
Even back then, Rocky was the only one back in Bronx River days. Rocky was the only one like, nah, you got to do this. Nah, you got to do this. He always was like that. He was like, shut the fuck up, Rocky. But
so he's the executive director. He's intense, and when we have our committee meetings, it's an open forum, so you can agree to disagree,
right?
And it's okay. You know, if he says something or something's out of place, even Curtis, they in a minute they'll be like, you know what, I got it, I understand, we good.
Right.
But you know what? Let's not go back to. Let's stay where we at, and we talk about Mr. Wave and what you're doing. Tell them again how to pick up your documentary that's been on Amazon getting 5 stars for the last 2 years, and how to get in contact with you. Then we're gonna go back to our black.
My website is www.mrwavedance.com, and then documentary is on Amazon. So if you have Amazon Fire Stick, anything with Amazon, you can watch it for free. If you don't, Mr. Wave, a true story in hip hop. It's just Mr. Wave, a true story in hip hop.
I got Prime.
I got me too.
Me 3.
Yeah.
All right. And Black History 101.
Yeah, so the website is blackhistorymobilemuseum.com. Facebook is Black History 101 Mobile Museum. IG is B History 101. Twitter is B History 101. Phone number is 313-645-4197.
Excuse me, ask you a question. You got dope T-shirts. You sell T-shirts?
I will be.
You look like it. Can you please make sure we be the first ones to have your T-shirts?
For sure.
Because you know what? I looked at you when you just talk right now. You look like you got a verse of a rapper or a voice personality of a show.
Matter of fact, I got a T-shirt design for you.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right, let's make it happen. So I was just telling Wave when we were walking in, there's a T-shirt spot
We're
next
gonna go
door.
there next.
So we're about to go.
Oh no, talk to Ali about that.
They print us.
They just the printer.
They're not a T-shirt. You got to bring a T-shirt.
Gotcha.
Or buy it from their book. But we're talking.
I would say let's talk to Mr. Ali, the CEO.
We'll do that.
I got to give you the pirate on that.
But once again,
yes, sir.
thank you for Mr. Wave being here. We appreciate you bringing the knowledge. Khalid.
Yes, sir. Khalid.
Yo,
Fifth Element.
you really,
Yeah, he was definitely Fifth
you
Element.
really came in and brought some knowledge as well.
right.
Yes.
And we have nothing but love and respect for you guys. And as Ali always say, y'all not guests, y'all family. You come up anytime, let us know when it is, and y'all come up. We gonna do what we gotta do to make sure y'all feel free to get here, and with a blue cup.
Yeah, that's right. I have my blue cup, y'all. I graduated.
We have the black cups.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have black cups next time. Next time y'all come, we're gonna have black cups.
We got a black sippy
Gotta
cups.
go back to the black cups.
That's right. We in the
Black cups matter.
no sip zone.
We in the no spill zone.
Right. Listen, do you mind take a picture with y'all, bro?
No.
No, we're gonna definitely do that.
Listen, what we're gonna do is
see how our boy doing first.
DJ Smooth, because you're switching up on y'all.
All right. D Smooth.
DJ D
Smooth.
Lil Cuzzo.
That's what happened when you have DJs that's fire. We have all of them.
We got our own brand.
I feel it.
Violators All-Star DJs.
He's ready? You sure?
All you gotta do is do your thing.
Tearing it up on Serato. It's DJ D Smooth live in the mix.
Unlimited.
On you, right?
They on now.
What?
Yes, yo.
The mics
To the beat.
are
We
on.
are. We
all
are
questions
on.
is open.
My mic sounds nice.
Check one.
My mic sounds nice.
Check two.
My mic sounds nice.
Check three.
Are you ready? What up? What up?
Wow, we did that?
Word up. That's what we do. We got some old school here earlier.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Shout
Talking
out
about
to
the wave.
What? Shout out to Tony. He's up. My bad. Shout out to Mr. Wade.
Mr. Wade.
I was about to throw the whole thing on.
Whole
No.
government.
He got gangster. He said, I danced for 3 presidents.
Three. Not one, not two, but three.
He started out with Reagan.
I'm sorry. Crack Arrow, good money. Shout out to
So
Reagan.
we back, y'all. Violators Radio. This is what we do.
Where we back at?
Violators Radio, man. The
I
Violators
access-
Unlimited Radio Show.
Digging in the crates.
iAccess Radio's all the way live.
Word up. Digging in the
iAccess Radio, Free Agent Radio.
Word up.
We live Facebook. We live YouTube. We live Periscope. We live everywhere.
We are
We go.
live.
We say, Alexa, go to iAccess Radio to watch the Violators Radio Show.
Yes,
You know what?
Daryl.
Yes, Daryl.
You know what that? You know what that is? That's a public announcement.
Plug.
Know what that meant though?
Unshameless
When you said all that,
Shameless plug.
When you said all that, though, know that meant though in real life though? To the people that don't understand the plugs mean, that we shit lit.
We lit. So I guess without no further ado, we're gonna bring our brother in that's here today.
Word up.
Mr. Phil Davis from Public Announcement is in the building, yo.
Yes,
What's up?
What up?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I know you ain't no stranger to the mic, so just make sure you just talk right up in
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
So what's
sir.
going on, bro?
It's all good, man.
How you doing today?
Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
It's working, man.
You working
it's
hard?
Working,
You've been working
Doing
since
that.
the 80s, so what you been doing? It's like,
Nah, since the 80s, man.
Man, she got that vibe. What are you talking about?
Since the 80s, man. Not since the 80s.
No,
Just,
that's the 90s.
90s.
yeah, like
90s.
like
Early
like the
90s,
90s,
early
like
90s.
the
She got
90s.
that vibe.
Yes, sir.
So listen, brother, for the people that been living under a rock for the last couple of years, like me, I was probably born when that came out. Let people know who you are, what you come from, what you doing.
No doubt. Well, Phil Davis, lead singer of the group Public Announcement. Of course, associated with Buddy. And
Who's Buddy?
You know who Buddy is.
Buddy. We keep Buddy
You
like
know
that,
who Buddy is. We'll keep the name as Buddy.
Keep Buddy
Yeah,
as Buddy.
just keep that as a buddy.
He ain't our buddy, but he's
But
our buddy.
hold on,
Yeah.
talk about. I call somebody my buddy.
That's different song.
That's
Buddy,
buddy.
Duddy.
Good buddy.
yeah. But anyway, so we started out, early 90s,
Right.
doing music. That situation with he had guys that was actually dancers behind him.
Right.
They couldn't push him as a solo artist, so they needed some dancers behind him, which was a group out of Chicago called Rush, and they were dancers. So he actually auditioned them cats in the bathroom of the Cotton Club in Chicago.
Rush. I remember Rush.
Bernie Mac was hosting Cotton Club. A lot of artists came through there, to kind of get their thing off, And Buddy was just hanging out, looking for a situation. So he auditioned them cats, in the bathroom. And next thing they was just kind of moving around with him, But they were dancers.
Right.
They couldn't sing. They weren't singers. But they going around now doing their little blogs, talking about this, that.
Like the original.
Yeah. Well, actually, they were the guys that was moving around with them. You know what I mean? But
they were singing.
They weren't singing. They weren't singing. Yeah. Like Vibe and all that
right,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah, but that thing that didn't work out, after he did his numbers with the Born Into the 90s record, we all know what happened. He moved around, he pushed out. And they moved around trying to Chicago, trying to do things, shows, stuff like that,
Right.
And it wasn't working because they weren't singers, you know what I'm saying? People was booing them off stage, this, that,
They got Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, kind of sort of, you know what I'm saying? You know, but it was a big thing.
it's
You know, guys are like looking around fighting, studio fights.
Right.
And the guy that was managing them at the time was Eric Sexton. He went by, if you from Chicago, and Eric the Wiz. He went by Eric the Wiz.
Okay.
And you know, he gave me a call, say, man, look, these guys are struggling. They trying to, you know, establish a group that sing. You know, and I was doing some solo stuff. Actually, I knew them cats as Rush back in the day. We was doing Park District shows, so I was doing my little solo thing.
Park District.
And they was Chicago Park District. They was doing their little thing. They used to pantomime, you know. Act like Milli Vanilli, not Milli Vanilli, but
We already said that.
not Milli Vanilli, but like you know, Ready for the World. Back in the day, in the early '90s, you know, pantomime, that was
Ready
the thing,
for the
you know.
World.
But they was dope. They was dope. They would win all the talent shows, you know.
Right.
So I knew them from that, you know. So they called me in and they was like, yo, we trying to start singing. You know, can you teach us how to sing or whatever? I'm like, I can't teach y'all how to sing, but let's work it out. You know what I'm saying? We started recording records. I think the first record that we actually recorded before it even came out was Body Bumpin', Yippee-I-Yo, Yippee-I-Yo.
Oh yeah.
That was the first record we actually recorded, you know. Okay. But you know, we started recording more records, and as time went on, you know, they started arguing, fighting because they weren't used to recording. Rob didn't record them, you know. Like you know, I think it was a song they did. I think it was Dedicated, and if you remember the video, they was in the video, and it was a part in the video where they were all in the booth. And it was like they were singing.
They weren't singing.
But they weren't singing.
No, they weren't singing. It was all, you know what I'm saying?
But that was all
It was
video.
Milli Vanilli in
That
it.
was video.
Right.
There's
So
Milli
video
Vanilli.
was video. Right. I'm just saying though. You know what I mean?
Because the song is already going, so all you gotta do is just lip sync.
Right.
Allegedly.
Right. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So at the end of the day,
we keep it 100
We can't
over
soul
here.
train them.
We keep it 100 on the show.
I'm sorry. We got to watch our mouth.
No doubt. Yeah. So I mean, they started fighting. Studio. They couldn't record this, that. So. I was asked to go and bring some more guys in, so I went out and got a couple buddies that I knew sang. Euclid Gray, who actually he left the group. He went on to do some Tyler Perry stuff. Glenn Wright, you know. Then we moved on, started doing records. We got signed to A&M. Body Bumpin', John Doe, Man Ain't Supposed to Cry, It's About Time. All those records were born, you know, and we became the platinum recording group. You know, Public Announcement. So it was actually two public announcement groups, and now it's like out now since Buddy is going through this thing. Them guys, as they going doing blogs and they saying we Public Announcement and just kind of clout chasing and that whole thing. And it's
they trying to get
us.
their 15 minutes
That
now
is.
because what it is.
Right.
Since all this is going on, like let's get our 15 minutes. Oh, we
And
the real Public Announcement.
they coming out with an album.
Laugh out loud.
They got an album.
Right.
Laugh out loud. I'm laughing out loud. I'm sorry.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
It's in the laugh, you know.
Who gonna sign them? LOL workers.
No. That's no. They cannot. They'll be sued.
Lip sync.
But guess what? Let me tell you the real shit.
Lip sync entertainment.
So right now, you are the person that original founder. Can I say the founder?
Of the Platinum.
Platinum recorded public announcement. Okay, my God.
Make sure
I'm not the founder. I'm not the founder.
just
Earl
put
Robinson,
Platinum.
because Earl Robinson is the bridge. He was one of the original cats, and after the other guys they fought, broke up. Then Earl stayed.
But you here though?
Yeah.
Okay,
No doubt. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you're right.
You here though? I'm just trying to clarify who's who.
Right.
Not
So
Buddy.
Milli Vanilli is not the Milli Vanilli public announcement is not this public announcement.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
copy that. I just want to get some clarity.
So you know we're gonna shorten it and call them MVPA.
So what that means though? Tell you what that means.
Milli Vanilli Public Announcement.
That's that.
Them buddies.
Buddies group.
Yeah.
MVPA.
This is
AKA BG.
Platinum.
There you go. That's
There
what it
you
is.
go. That's what it is. So now y'all doing what you got to do right now.
Yeah. So I'm out here, you know, First Dime, Julie, Morales, you know, my
Right.
man Stan.
That's the family though, bitch.
No doubt. They you know pulled me through. They say we're gonna work some things out, you know. So I'm just trying to get the guys to see what's happening, because they kind of like seeing is believing with them, you know.
Right.
With my guys, you know,
Right.
because you know we've been
All
there,
guys.
you know, did some things, you know, and they just like, man, you know, it's just whatever.
But that's what it is. But
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
that's the whole thing with me. When you in this, you got to go from the start to the finish. You
Exactly.
can't just go in the middle when I start picking up and then all of a sudden you want to join me.
Right.
Nah.
Right.
When I'm there and I'm struggling, I want you to be there struggling
Exactly.
with me. So when we do make it,
Exactly.
we know how we got
Exactly. Oh, they see it now though. They see it now. You know.
They love it.
Yeah, they see it. They like inboxing and like you know, see stuff. You know. So hopefully, you know, we working on music. We got tons of music.
But you doing your thing though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You here to you can take your business today, right?
Oh yeah.
Hold on, Dave. What you got to say, real quick?
I got a light skin quote from Drake. You wasn't with me when I was shooting in the gym.
Right.
Period.
You do.
Period.
Let me tell you one thing I say about. I can't speak for nobody else right now. I'm talking about for us right now doing that show we doing. This is 3 years. This shit been hard work, dedication, and sometimes you go through a lot of different things, B. We all men. So sometimes you clash at things. You're going to go through your things. But guess what? We still here.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's why we encourage anybody that comes through. You got a crew you rock with. I'd rather deal with your fucking ass opposed to dealing with somebody else I just met.
Right. Speaking of crew, I see you have a couple of people here. Who's this young man that's sitting next to you?
No doubt. This is he can introduce himself.
Yeah, peace, y'all. My name is Chris Drums. I'm an artist out of Broward County, by way of the Bronx. And yeah, man, it's here on behalf of First Down Bookings, Raw Aces, just showing love, man.
Hold on. You said you are from where?
Broward County.
Out of the Bronx?
From the Bronx, yeah, originally.
We from the Bronx?
Pelham Parkway.
Whoop. Okay. Where at Pelham Parkway?
Oh, the nice Christmas lights, the Christmas time, the nice display, the nice display.
Right next to Columbus High School.
No. Oh, that's not no.
Columbus High School and them things.
That's the high income people.
Yeah.
But welcome to the show, bro. It's all good.
Christmas light section.
From the Bronx, too. That's all about.
Who else you have here with you?
This brother right here. You got
introduce your crew.
Hold on, Fred. Let's talk.
Oh yeah, my crew, man. I'm also here on behalf of Soul Ground Productions, man. I got a production company out of Broward, and this is my team right
Where's
here.
Broward?
Broward is kind of like near Fort Lauderdale.
That's my family.
Not too far from Miami.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, Florida. Yeah.
My family.
Florida.
Florida.
Yeah. All through there, Miami.
I'm right next to Florida.
Me too.
Fort Lauderdale.
New York.
Right next to the golf course.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm in.
I'm surprised he ain't got a house in the golf course.
You probably got a
Gia.
But now, brother, welcome. Welcome here.
Thank you for the
love.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know that you was coming because we was set up to talk to this brother here.
Okay.
But the fact that you're here, the music that you're doing is what?
So yeah, I make hip hop music. You know what I'm saying?
What the heck was that?
Yeah, I make hip hop music. You know, I just recently released a project called Streetlight Therapy. It's available on all platforms. Anybody listening can follow me at Chris Drums. That's CRISSJRUMZ. And yeah, man, take a listen.
He heard the show.
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah, he heard the show because I be spelling up in here.
Oh, you know your spelling.
Challenge.
Oh, that's good though. So how you got with this guy right here?
Well, I got in contact through my man Stan Swayze, Royal Aces, and yeah, man. So far, we're just trying to see what we could do. Just building right now, you know.
Oh, okay. So what is it? You open?
We just kind of like just linked for the first time actually last night. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And we're just building right now.
Is real.
Seeing what we could do. Yeah.
I see. She got a little guy. I thought y'all knew each other.
So y'all felt. So when y'all met last night, y'all was like, you know what? This feel like a good equation.
Actually, it was that. It was that.
Right. You felt like it was a good equation. Like, okay, let's do this.
Right,
we can rock.
right. We kind of chopped it up a little bit. You know, I got a chance to listen to some of these stuff. You know, so we just gonna see what happens.
And over at First Down Bookings too, man. Royal Aces, they some good people, man. So they make sure they got good people together.
So you're both with the same booking.
Yeah, definitely. Right.
Definitely.
Nice. I didn't give my social media information, so you can find me at Fel Davis. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, FELDAVIS.
I'm sorry, but Fel Davis on Facebook is shut down. 5,000 is over. Nobody can even get there. They can just follow you now. Yeah, you gotta make space.
Delete or make a second page.
You got to send everybody to your fan page, like you said.
Come on,
You're too
fan
busy.
page.
You're too busy, so your management should be taking care of that.
Oops.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Ali, you know it's a bad thing. His management, my man.
I know. Let's go, Aces.
Hello.
No doubt.
Both of them. What
So don't y'all got something going on today?
What's going on tonight?
We just moving around right now, you know. So, you know, they just said we gonna move around. That's it.
Ain't you
dumb.
Tonight?
Dumb.
Yeah. Not us.
No, dumb.
Y'all
We
somewhere,
own the
are
spots.
y'all somewhere tonight? No.
Nobody's nowhere tonight.
I'm taking. We're working the freestyle concert with Sal, but
Okay.
we're having him going there.
Oh, okay. All right. A pop-up thing.
It's a pop-up.
Pop-up thing.
I
love pop-up.
What's going on in the Lehman tonight, though?
Freestyle.
Yeah, the freestyle joint.
Freestyle joint.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that stuff. Oh, yeah. Sal be doing his thing. So
Yeah, shout out to Sal.
Yeah.
He be doing this thing for real.
So we need to get some money for damn Sal.
Yeah, we do.
So we get some public announcements.
That's right.
So what's going on with what you got that's about to pop up right now for you?
Yeah, music.
Instead of you just popping up somewhere, what's your next show? Where you
What's
going?
your next project? Do music that you got coming out? Because all the stuff from back in the days was popping.
Right.
And now that you are not with Buddy and you haven't been with Buddy for years.
Right.
Buddy.
You speak to Buddy?
Nah, man.
How many years it been?
Buddy.
Over 20?
Yeah,
No.
it's been. I mean, I see him, around the city.
You still got a
Chicago,
report.
Does he acknowledge
what
you?
Up, what up? What up?
Just what up? What up?
Yeah,
That's
what
it.
up? What up? That's it. Yeah.
That's that shake the head shit.
I mean, that's what. Honestly, that's what it's always been.
Look,
even before the thing.
Right.
What up? And that's that. And
So,
I,
hold. In Chicago, it's what up? In New York, it's a head nod. In New York, we be like, we ain't got to speak. We're like,
I think they trying to do that in Chicago too now.
Yeah. Do the head nod, keep moving.
Yeah.
Let me ask you it's a shot though. Like, how did everybody do music unify people in Chicago? But since all this thing that was going on out there for the violence and shootings and all the killers and all that.
Kinda. You know what I mean? Not like it should, in my opinion. Not like it should, but kinda. We try. And it's a lot of. And I'm gonna be 100. It's like, yo, what up? We meeting, whatever. If it's an event or whatever, man, let me get your number. We gonna hook up, and then you never hear, you never hear from the person or whatever. It's kind of like that in Chicago. Oh yeah. Let's and then you don't hear from a person unless you're doing something. And then your phone number become a found number.
Of course.
I
just found your number, yo.
Yeah,
I just saw you too.
You know that we call that New York. We call that shit Chuck and Jive.
Y'all got.
No, that's like, do we see people like that? Yo, I was just thinking about you. I told my man, I said, yo, do me a favor, please.
Yo, I just called so and so to get your number.
He don't know my new number.
But then what's so funny is like, all right, let me get you your number.
No,
yeah, put my number in. Then when you look at and put the number in, guess what?
You know I did the last
name
time.
pops
Still
up.
saved in there. Hold on. In the immortal words of House Party 2.
Next.
You don't gotta get graphic.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy about the end of the day though? Because I'm just looking. I'm just trying to figure out how we can unite the cultures and get people out of sight to killing each other. Because there's another rapper, the young boy that just got killed out there yesterday. I forgot the dude's name. He was a young boy. He was up coming. He come onto that little Dirk, little Chief Keef, that little umbrella. He just killed him.
Yeah, they killing off
gotta stop, man.
All the senselessness is going. It's crazy.
Cats with the lils.
That means that we need some good music from you coming out.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah.
Because you know what? A lot of times, like the old saying was, music kills the savage beat.
I knew you was going to say that. It soothes the savage beat.
The savage beat.
I'm saying
not kills, but soothes.
Music soothes the savage beat.
His
That's
plug,
true. Real
plug,
talk.
he's trying to come in on some philosophy.
Counselor. Counselor.
I got my GED, my master's, and my two counselor.
And I'm a school
He just plugging
counselor.
himself on the internet.
I got out of high school when I was 6.
Hold on, I'm a prodigy. I was Doogie Howser. I'm still ABC now.
I'm shaping the young minds of Harlem.
Yikes.
Anyway, haters.
The old music is still good.
No, it's facts though. It's quote talking about it.
Hold on.
The old music is still just as good. Give them a taste.
Please, I want to hear something. I'm gonna get excited. No homo.
Listen. All right, so we're gonna listen to Fel hit a little verse real quick.
I'm gonna call you FD. I'm FJ, so you already know what that means, right? Or FL. That's what my other AK name.
So Fel, you gonna hit a little quick verse for us before we go into a break?
You know I'm gonna sing. Don't do that.
All right, before we do this, listen. One more time, get them all your social media and everything.
Yeah, Fel Davis, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Fan page is Fel Davis Rhythm.
There you go. Next.
My name's Chris Drum, CRISSJRUMZ.
We don't got no music though. I don't hear no. I don't got. Why guys got no music?
Can't do this. You only doing the spelling, yo. I can't solo up in here. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so real quick, we want to thank y'all for being here. We really appreciate y'all for real.
For sure.
And y'all gotta come back, and y'all gonna have a little bit more time to rock with us.
For sure.
For real. Next time you in New York, you gotta make sure y'all reach out, and we gonna get this done so we can have this. We gonna really set the tone in here.
But then, hold on, he'll give us a little sample.
He's about to. That's why I'm setting it up right now. So right after he do that, we're gonna go to our break and we're gonna be back with our next guest.
You R&B did just now.
You ain't never know.
Actually, I got a project that's out now. Actually, it's called 11. Okay, so you can find it like 11? iTunes, Spotify. It's called 11. Yeah.
What's the first single?
You gonna sing it right now?
No. I'm finna do some. I'm gonna do some public announcement right now.
Keep it classic, baby.
All right. You know damn well where he was last night. It makes no sense every day you fight. It makes me so mad what it puts you through. When I'm the only man that's made for you, why must I sit back and dry your tears? Come and get with me, and I'll erase your fears, girl. It's about time to let him go. You have a real man, so he's got to go. Don't just have me in the background. Stop keeping him around.
Can I get that on my IG?
Wait. Before we hit the break, and it's no disrespect to you, why do you sound like Buddy or Buddy sounds like you?
You know what? I was just asked that, man, and it's like
whoa, easy. Come on.
You know what? It's just weird. You know, sometimes, you know, I mean, my explanation for it is because I didn't record with Buddy. You know what I mean? I was from a whole nother set of guys.
Right.
And I'm like, I wasn't like a super fan of his. I mean, you know, in Chicago, he was just that dude, you know.
Right.
And, you know, when we started touring, actually when we started recording, and I started recording with Earl Robinson, who actually toured with Rob.
Right.
You know, when I started singing songs or whatever like that, he was like, man, bro, this gonna work out. He said, because you kind of sound like Buddy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. People say we had the same tone. Some people say we even have like the same mannerisms.
In a way, yeah.
Hold on. I was gonna go further and be like, is that a Chicago thing? Because your speaking mannerisms.
Yeah.
You and Buddy sound kind of the same.
No, they got the whole vibe.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So that's what I'm saying. Is that a Chicago slang? Because every dialect is specific to where you come from, first and foremost.
Right, I get
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, is that a Chicago dialect? Is that the Chicago quote unquote? How they say when they slang, we like New York cats.
Yeah,
we go down south.
Yeah, what I think we all got kind of like that.
My family Chicago got the same slang. You know what I mean? They got the contact that lingo.
But the singing and all of that, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know because I wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's a vibe though.
Yeah.
And you got a good vibe. You can sing.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Listen, we really thank you. Because that was dope.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
That was dope.
Next time here in New York, what you gonna tell them?
Listen, like Ali always say, the CEO, you are not a guest anymore. Respect. You are now fam.
Respect.
So when y'all come, y'all make sure y'all let us know. Without a problem, we gonna make it. We gonna make it work.
Word up.
Right.
Word up.
Right.
So thank you again, once again. So we're gonna take a quick break. Phil Davis and Chris with 2S drums in the building.
With a tennis and
CHRISS.
Not to be mistaken with Germany back in World War II.
Wait, you know what? Wait. He already started?
It's DJ D Smooth live in the mix.
I said you wanna be starting something. You got to be starting something. I said you wanna be starting something. You got to be starting something. But you hard to get over. Get too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle. flashing lights, moving to the beat. Mirrored walls and fog at your feet. I'm just a DJ, baby, mixing for you. I will not stop until this club night is through. Must be the music. It's turning me on. Must be the music. I cannot go wrong. Must be the music. It's turning me on. Must be the music. I cannot go wrong. My voice is on, so let me MC. I'll spin my records, get you closer to me. The way you dance is blowing my mind. I'm in the booth watching you all the time. Must be the music. It's turning me on. Must be the music. I cannot go wrong. Must be the music. It's turning me on. Must be the music. I cannot go wrong. DJs may come and DJs may go, but I'm the best of baby, don't you? And just enjoy yourself. Groove. Let the medicine, the music get to you. Like it's so bad at all. You live it off the wall.
Let it roll, get bold. I just can't hold back or fold, cause I'm a man with soul, in control and effect. So what the heck? Rock the discotheques, and this groove is what's next. Attack, react, exact, or mac, or move you in. A strong song as long as you groove to this. I keep the crowd loud when you hype. Do damage on stage and injure the mic. As I shoot the gift, MC stand stiff while my rhyme stick to you like Skippy and Jeff. Feel my blood fist on my death kiss. The rap soloist, you don't want none of this. Supreme in this era, I reign with terror. When I grab the mic, believe you're gonna hear her. Fascinating rhyme as I enchant them. So let's all sing the Big Daddy anthem. Go with the flow, my rhymes grow like an afro. I entertain the gain and cane, I never have no problem. I can sneeze, sniffle, and cough. Even if I stutter, I'ma still come off. Cause rappers can't understand the mics I rip. They sure enough ain't equipped, that's why they got flipped. But my apparatus is up to status. Don't ask who's the baddest. Of course, that is the make or break or take on. My rhymes gate the head, hit the bed. So watch the set, say
running for your life by the night, running from your wife. Yikes, you should've stuck with home. Haunt your mind to blow your dome. It was you that chose you to. You built a maze you can't get through. I tried to help you all I can. Now I can't do nothing for you, man. I can't do nothing for you, man. You got all these people on your back now. I can't do nothing for you, man. Flavor Flav got problems of his own. I can't do nothing for you, man. Go lean on shelves, answer, man. I can't do nothing for you, man. You jumped out of the jelly into a jam. Make you left the wrong instead of right. None of you got burglar through the night. Got built a girl, her name was Shirley. Fell a rooftop pipe to steal a throne. You down the white line.
Vision, dreams of passion.
Flowing through my mind.
And all the while I think of you. A very strange reaction. The more I see, the more I do. Baby,
Nobody to come along but white lines blow away.
Ticket to ride, white line highway, come.
Get some, you little bum. I take the cake, but you can't get a crumb from the poetic, authentic, superior, ultimate, and all that good shit.
Violators, unlimited.
Tearing it up on Serato. It's DJ D Smooth live in the mix.
Come, get some, you little bum. I take the cake, but you can't get a crumb from the poetic, authentic, superior, ultimate, and all that good shit.
Woo! Oh man.
Yes, y'all.
Today's been a day.
We've been speeding through this.
Hell yeah. We never go this fast.
Listen,
That is hard. I never had a real. We never had a real break it all day.
word up.
Well, break. What's that?
Yeah, Al gonna give us all stars.
I think so.
None of us never spilled nothing.
Yeah. Wait, don't talk. Wait, yeah, I say no.
You know
we
what?
still got. Hold on. We still got 19 minutes.
Stars.
Oh damn.
Uh-oh.
Yes. You on Violators Radio? Who's speaking?
You got Todd Warden from Times Square. How you doing?
Todd, what up, fly guy?
Yo, Todd, before you even get into it, let us introduce our guest that's here, because everything runs in the same capacity. So we got our guest here today is
Mikey J in the building. Mikey J.
Word up.
Colorblind.
So what's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on, Todd?
Nah, I just wanted to call in, show some love, and sometimes guests should always call in instead of just being a guest, but to show love to the people that put them on in the first place.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yo, Todd.
Appreciate you, Todd.
Yo, Todd, shut this Fred, B. Listen, our pictures the last time was dope, too.
Say that again?
Our pictures from M15, me, you, and Dave.
Oh, no doubt. No
Yeah, you gotta send those to me, man.
I thought you got those, man. I sent the other ones to you.
son?
Oh, all right. Did I get them?
I think you should have had those, though. I'm talking about the last one we took.
Todd, real quick, what you got going on in Times Square?
Oh, tell him.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, I gotta keep a lot of the info low.
Okay.
It was requested by the city.
Okay.
But what I can tell you is we're giving Times Square a big 40-foot red carpet.
Woo.
Oh, nice.
All right, that's gonna be real soon, right?
Yeah, it's real soon. A bigger stage.
Thank God.
Yeah, well, the first one was all my money, so I can't be going broke all the time.
Right.
But we have a lot of great media involved. I'm sure you guys know about that.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
We have partners that are on this now that will be divulged in Times Square because, again, when you have names that are very valuable, on top of the guests coming through, we want to do it right because Times Square is always packed.
Right.
But it's about time. Not only does radio shows and TV shows show not just hip-hop, old school hip-hop, what it actually sounds like to the world, it's also time that somebody gets off their ass and actually shows the world what real aspiring artists and people are and how great they are when they come together and they do one thing, just appreciate each other just for being human. And that's what this movement's all about.
Yep, no doubt. But listen, as soon as you get all that info ready and you ready to come and let the world know what it is and share that, you got to come to the show.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I got to. I'm about to put up a video, by the way. I'm going to tag some of you guys to it either today or tomorrow online. It's a promo.
Right.
But it's to recap what we just did, and it's going to blow your mind.
All right, copy that. Yo, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you.
You got it. Enjoy the rest of the show, guys.
L's up, baby. L's up.
L's up.
How's up, baby?
All right.
Later, gentlemen.
Later.
That was dope, though.
But you
All
know
right,
what?
we back with our boy Mikey J in the building.
Two things I want to give a quick shout out to our tax person. from HGM Management that's been taking care of our taxes.
Well, goddamn, Ali, you put a lot of plugs tonight.
Listen, I got to plug her. She's taking care of business.
Okay.
We come here. We have a business. We have a corporation. So this ain't just us playing here.
Right.
We have a corporation. So this is Violators Unlimited Corporation. So
Right.
we can have a radio show. We can have our apparel. We can have anything else that we doing under
A
the
variety
corporation.
show.
So with that, I got to plug in HGM Management up in
Middletown, New York.
New York. They got a big sign out there in Middletown, New York. Check them out. She's business orientated. It's not about doing your taxes for the year. It's about being business for the whole year.
Hello.
So check her out.
We good though? She checks cleared?
Yeah, checks.
LOL. So shout out to Middletown, New York.
Well,
that's what I'm talking about.
Well, speaking of checks being cleared, Mikey J is in the building. That's what he do. He makes
He
sure
writes
all
checks.
the checks cleared. Before he go anywhere, he want to make sure them checks clear. Right, Mike?
Pretty much, man. Pretty much.
What's up, dude?
Feeling great, man. I appreciate all y'all for having me, man. Especially, Hero reaching out. Much love, bro. For real.
Hero reached out to you, man? That bum?
Nah, he was showing me love, man, on my Instagram, and we just chopping it up.
Right.
And I'm on a media tour anyway, so we chop it up and just put it in there. I had to come back through, man. Y'all show me a lot of love.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Real
It's,
talk.
it's, like we told you before, you're not a guest, you're family.
Yeah, appreciate
So
that.
the only thing you had to do is just drop and say, yo, this is what I'm doing. Can I come through?
Yeah, that's what's up.
So it's not that you're doing media drop.
No. I feel disrespected.
Yeah, I feel. That's what I'm saying.
Fuck you mean? I mean,
Nah. But the whole thing is,
No, D, you feel disrespected.
Nah. You don't feel disrespected.
Yes,
you
you
know
do.
why? Because we are media.
No.
So he's doing media tour.
You coming home,
He want to make sure he
listen,
coming here.
You coming home? No. You coming home to talk. You ain't coming home and do. You know, damn media. We are outlet. We're not media.
We still
come
media,
home, we
dude.
family. Family over everything.
WIAX.
I'm sorry, champ. Listen, at the end of the day, we come here to talk.
All right, so we're gonna talk to Mikey J.
I don't know now.
So what you got going on, bro?
Y'all know me and Fred really family though, right?
We know.
Oh, I'm cursed, man.
Can't you tell?
Oh boy, I'm cursed.
This dude, listen. Dude, you was running with. Yes, you was.
So, Mikey, what's going on? What you got going on Instagram?
So, been putting out a few singles, man, but I've been holding my albums. I've been filming these movies.
Right.
I'm not in the movie either. That's crazy.
Wait, hold up. So this movie that you doing, what's the name of this movie?
Well, we just wrapped up Time Matters.
Right.
And that's myself, Guns, Peter Guns, Mama Jones, and Gigi from Arbors, Rick Rosenspire. It's a dope film. I play an attorney. My daughter gets kidnapped. I revert back to my old ways, and all hell breaks loose. And Colorblind, that's
Hold on. Don't jump from movie to movie.
So Time Matters.
Time Matters.
Yeah.
And the concept, because I'm feeling the concept of like Time Matters, like you was that dude when you was younger.
Yeah, what
and
it
then
is.
Now you went to school. And,
Yeah, I see. Here go the plug.
Yeah,
I went to school.
Mama Jones, who plays my mom, she was in the street with the Italian mafia, you know, with the numbers rackets and all that.
Right.
And that's how it was in Harlem back then too. A lot
Bronx
of
too.
Yeah, well, the Bronx too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't know that.
Right.
The number rackets with the Italian mafia and the brothers and sisters, they was really
no doubt.
Yeah, it was tight. So Mama Jones made it to where she didn't want me or my brothers being in the street. So when she passed, one of the head of the mafia's brothers taught me how to box, taught me how to shoot and all that, and get me ready for the street.
Mm-hmm.
But the orders were to make sure I graduate college. I'm in college, but I'm still hustling and stuff like that, And my daughter gets kidnapped, and all hell breaks loose.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
All right.
So when that movie,
I got Cool by Ice in it too, yo. The comedian with the big, he too had a big hat.
Oh yeah.
Cool Ice.
So
Cool
when
Ice.
that,
Bubba Ice.
Cool Bubba Ice.
Yeah.
Cool
Yeah.
Ice.
So when that movie come out, where is that gonna be?
Well, the good news is that I've been blessed with so many options on the table, and I can go theatrical, I can go series, I can go Netflix. I've been blessed, but I'm doing all the film festivals that I can do right now.
Okay, copy that.
Because that's how you really want to market, brand,
Yourself.
and promote
Right.
the film, And I did speak to I spoke to Hero about bringing you guys and putting you guys in colorblind.
Oh, okay.
Because I definitely we're
That's the new
wrapping
movie.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
We're definitely wrapping up, and I definitely got something for y'all in this.
All right.
That's
So
like
what is colorblind about?
So colorblind is basically everything spoken at the kitchen table, not in public.
Right.
And I'm touching on everything how most black women do not approve of successful black men dating or marrying outside of their race.
Right. Okay.
So a brother could be with a Latina chick, white chick, Asian, it don't matter. If
Even
she
a
ain't
Jamaican
black,
chick, if she ain't black.
if she ain't black, she ain't mad. Like they mad about that. We touching on gay rights, civil rights. We touching on racial tensions in the workplace. You know, like how one of the white bosses is.
Where's the setup at? Is like in a kitchen? Is in a because
No.
that's almost like a barbershop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The setup is sounding similar.
We got I got different locations. Like we filmed at WeWork. I don't know if you heard of
Yeah,
WeWork.
yeah.
Man, when you see this film, you're gonna think we shot like 30 different locations, and we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the record label, which I own. My character is Roman Davenport, and I own a record label, which you're not gonna know what shot at WeWork because I used the graffiti wall that they got in there and all that.
The 125th?
Nah, on Wall Street.
Wall Street, that's it.
Yeah.
That one. Then you got the law office that Bradley Chapman and his partner Mike Sharp owns. That was shot at WeWork, which you're not gonna know because I set up like a law office.
Right.
Then we got the houses, we got the apartments, you know, we got the vehicles and stuff like that. I use my own vehicles.
But you know what's so crazy? You said because that means you have a lot of control in this movie, right?
Yeah, what it is, you want to be real meticulous, man. Who you running with in any circle, you know. Even with my music, I was the same way.
Right.
And Joe taught me that, you know, and my cousin Diamond and Purse. They all taught me that you gotta watch who you allow in your circle.
Right.
I took it further. You can fit in my circle, but you can't get in my square. The square doesn't expand, the circle does.
Right.
So with the me being so dependent on a lot of people back then that wasn't coming through or this and that, I said, nah, you know what, with these films, I can't play with this because of the people that I'm aligned with. Kevin Breslin. Kevin Breslin is Academy Award winning Emmy director. His father is Jimmy Breslin.
Right. Okay. I was like, okay, is he related?
Daily News.
Right.
Daily News.
Back in the days.
Yeah.
Beat writer. One of the greatest beat writers ever. Jimmy Breslin.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
And I'm gonna get into him in a minute. And I'm aligned with him and Jim Brubaker. Jim Brubaker is one of the biggest executives in that Hollywood circuit. He was the president of Paramount Pictures Distribution. So no film is getting made without his signature. He'll tell you, he don't care if you who's the biggest paid actor. Will Smith, get your ass out of my office. Oh, excuse me. Get out of my office.
No,
bro.
you good.
Like,
You good.
Get your ass out of my office.
No doubt.
But I'm Will Smith. I don't care who you are. That's Jim Brubaker.
Right.
And he put out the right stuff. All the Rockies, Nutty Professors, Bruce Almighty, you name it. He put the film out. So this man's history is beyond, like,
Right.
you know, and for me to have him on speed dial, so that's why I gotta watch who I allow in my circle. And that's why I stopped a lot of social media stuff too, like responding to people and going at people and all that, because people are watching you, yo.
Yeah.
I got phone calls from people who I didn't even know was watching me. Like, yo, we see you, yo. We ain't gotta like, we ain't gonna press like, but we see you. That woke me up.
Yeah.
I started deleting stuff.
Nah, it's true though.
I started deleting stuff when I was going at people and like wilding out back. I'm talking about when Facebook first started. I'm finding videos. I'm like, dope. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. So now I cleaned it up.
Yeah. Because I always told everybody, listen, you might get 300 likes, but you probably got 3,000 looks.
Right.
You know about the impressions. Prime example on Instagram. You can have 300 likes on your photo.
But impressions
But
of
if you look
a
at the
million.
analytics, you might have about 30,000.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you got 300 likes, and people are like, oh, you only got 300 likes, he ain't got no followers. They're not checking your impressions. They're not checking your analytics.
Exactly.
Right.
Colorblind, yo, Hero, you already know, bro. Like, and Dow, you know, colorblind. As soon as you Google it, as soon as you go on YouTube, yo, we started promoting it the minute I started talking about it.
Yeah.
Colorblind, and I voted 6 years ago. I shot it 6 years ago. I wasn't happy with it. It looked like some old. It was dope, but it looked like something that I wouldn't want to watch after
Right.
watching it. So I shut it down. I didn't. It was like 200,000 and change invested. I got it back through tax abatements through NYC Film and the New York State Film Commission and all that. A lot of people don't know a $200,000 film, a $2 million film in New York. You're actually gonna get about 33% back or 30% back of that. So the film is not really costing you $2 million. It's costing you whatever the 30% is.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that.
20,000.
So it feels good to make that transition, man, from music to film and utilize my status and my platform and just to be in that circle. But I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, Hollywood, the film industry straight up is very cliquish, man.
Oh, no doubt.
They will block you faster than you think. Real talk.
You know what, Jay? And I applaud you. I really like listen to you right now. I applaud you from what you did from when we talked to you back over at the other spot and everything you was doing, Def Jam and everything else, to the go into the movie, because the movie situation is a whole different platform, like, you know. But the factor that you're doing, and a lot of black actors, a lot of black producers, and now the film industry is starting to take heed to what you're talking about. And it's a good time for what you're doing to happen, because they're talking about diversity, because they're talking about black films, because of this is a great time for you to do what you got to do, and I applaud you on that.
Thanks. Yo, honestly speaking, I was talking to Diamond, and I told Diamond, yo, I would love to do the DITC movie. They doing NWA, they doing this. So when I was with my cousin, I was like, yo, I want to do the DITC movie. I would love to do the Violators movie.
Right.
Like, that's where I'm at. I want to do stuff with substance. I just can't do. I can't do nigga shit. I can't do it because it's not gonna bring the awareness that's needed for us as Black Americans. Violators, like, whoever don't know, yo, that's an iconic name.
Right.
That's not just radio and, you know, what is it?
Film,
record label.
Right.
I mean, it's transcended, man, to television and so much more.
Man.
Like,
Opened up
Violators,
the doors
like,
for artists.
everybody, Busta, everybody.
It opened up the doors
50,
for artists
Chief.
to actually move into TV and commercials.
So I think
Sprite,
yo,
everything else.
I don't even think, man. I don't even think. I know y'all deserve a film, bro. Like, that film, that story need to be out there, man.
It's a great idea, because there's a lot of young rappers or people just in the industry that don't know. They don't study their history.
They don't know.
So I think it's a dope movement.
Look, y'all got my word, man. My word is my bond, man. Y'all put it together, man. I'm just gonna point that camera. Y'all can produce it. I just want to point the camera, bro. Like, the story needs to be told, man.
Man.
You know, rest in peace to Chris. You know, shout out to Mike. You know, like,
Man.
people don't know the Violator name itself is a legendary, bro, and it needs to be told. DITC need to be told. You know?
Facts.
Yeah.
It's the fact that with that, you know, I was sitting talking to Red the other night to the fact of with Digging in the Crates, with Naughty by Nature, with Latifah, with even what they call themselves at one time with Naughty, not Naughty, with Latifah.
Native Tongues.
Native Tongues.
Yeah.
Native Tongues right now will be 30 years coming up this year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
it's
funny.
crazy for
Red is
Buddy.
actually gonna do something. 97 about that.
For
He needs
Buddy.
a story.
So you know, and the fact is that all of us in this history, like, a lot of cats like, oh, y'all didn't rap, y'all didn't do this. No, we was in there because the fact of that being in here, starting from carrying Red's crates to Chris managing Jungle Brothers, to me managing Tribe,
Yep.
to Doubt taking over Tribe, to us just messing with Daylight, to all these other entities. We've been around this system for a long time. A lot of us just sat back because Chris was doing what he did.
He was the
And
name.
we never had to argue about let one of our brothers shine. So if you're gonna shine, we shine together.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reason why we keep doing this is because his shine is still gonna make us shine.
And that's what get me about these little millennials running around here, you know, just chasing the bag. You need to chase the history.
Right.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
if you don't understand where you come from, you ain't gonna understand where you
Going.
Where you going?
You know, and I really believe that Violator and every other iconic, legendary, what's the word I'm looking for, man?
Entity.
Deeper than that, man.
Oh, okay.
Like.
Oh wow, it's 5 o'clock.
Stone, every other stone. 'Cause you guys are stones.
Yeah, we etched.
You're etched in stone
Right.
already. So it needs to be told. And like with my films, like with Colorblind, I'm not gonna ever stop doing music.
Right.
I'm not gonna put out no more albums after this one. I'm so fixated and linked and hooked into the film world that
your albums be right there. That would be a sound check on your albums from there. But what we're gonna do is, Jay, you got to come back again.
Nah, no doubt, no doubt.
We apologize for because
we did the overlapping
man,
or everything. We had the crazy artists come in today. It's just been one of those days.
I'm good,
so
man.
So you know you family.
You want to come back next week?
Yeah, I'll be in Atlanta, then I'm flying to Los Angeles, then Vegas, and I'll fly back.
When you doing South by Southwest again?
I'm not.
You ain't doing it no more?
Nah, not. Well, no. If I do it, it's gonna be strictly through their film circuit.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah, I'm doing it next year.
Cause you moving different level.
It's different, y'all.
Different genres.
Yo, I'm gonna get into that world, man. Like get into that film world. You understand what I'm saying?
All right, let us know the day that you're able to come back, and we're gonna set that up so you can rock with us.
Cool.
So we can have more than just the 25 minutes that we had.
Nah, that's beautiful regardless, man.
All right.
Time is time, man.
It's our apologies because we had a lot of stuff and we just couldn't. It just happened so fast.
And a lot of times when you come here, brother, you come in, you drop knowledge on people that doesn't know about the business. It's
right.
not about the films, everything. It's the backside of it and the business side of it. Is a lot of people don't understand that what it takes to have
comes
business.
along with it.
If you guys are not busy, man, March 21st, Thursday is my rap party for Colorblind. So I'd love for y'all to come through. And
that's at the living room, right?
Yeah, the living room.
The living room.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got that.
March 21st.
So what we're gonna do is
we're gonna say goodbye. First, we're gonna say let people real quick tell everybody how they can reach out to you.
Yeah, y'all can reach me on IMDb at Mikey J, YouTube Mikey J TV or AIGNE Film Group, Anye Film Group, and what's the other one, man? Instagram, I am Mikey J.
Everything is Mikey
man.
J.
Tired,
that's all right. We got love for you. Thanks, Mike, for coming through. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
But you got to definitely come back.
No, I promise I will.
All right. So this is the end of the Violators radio show. As always, this is what we do. Love more, hate less. If nobody didn't tell you at the count of 3, we all going to do this. 1, 2, 3.
We love you.
Violators Unlimited.